platform fighters. It's been over 30 years since the genre first started to form. While Smash has been the defining title that still shapes expectations, over the last decade we've seen a variety of developers slowly start to push away from the standard formula. I say slowly because while these games have done a fantastic job of innovating character designs that push the existing format, in terms of core gameplay, we've rarely seen major leaps that break from the norm. Usually, platform fighters have opted to tweak mechanics that already exist, while either adding or removing a couple to experiment with how those changes impact the overall experience. Which, for the record, is totally fine, and these games are still a ton of fun to dig into, but it's always left this lingering feeling that there's a world of potential that hasn't been tapped yet. But over time, as new titles have been released and a dedicated fan base has emerged for the genre itself, there's been a growing demand for something new, something different, and devs are starting to take notice. One shining example is Animation Versus, which takes a completely different approach to the genre, while still incorporating the basic control scheme that you're used to. The Kickstarter raised over $1 million, and while the appeal of the characters is no doubt a major factor, lots of people were equally excited to experience a new take on platform fighters as a whole. Which brings us to the main thing I want to discuss today. About a month back, I was invited to showcase Combo Devils. I've been able to try the game at tournaments before, and so I was expecting this to be a pretty standard talk about all of the cool new ideas they're exploring and encouraging y'all to give it a look. And then I had the opportunity to sit down in my own home and really dig into the meat of this thing. And so I played it, and then I played it, and I swear to God, every single time I would walk away wondering where the fuck this game has been all my life. Combo Devils is a platform fighter that takes heavy inspiration from traditional fighting games, while also incorporating some of the best iterations of existing mechanics to date. While the movement will be familiar to fans of the genre, the second you start swinging, things become very different. This is because attacks are based on lights, heavies, and specials, with an on-hit cancel system to get your combo started. Because of this, each character also has a heavy dash attack and a heavy aerial to add to the mix. In addition to the on-hit cancels, there is a universal launcher combo to bring your opponent into the air and put them in prime position for a follow-up.
But I'm not done yet!
Because after hitting an aerial light attack, you can then cancel that into a flash step for a quick burst of movement speed in any direction once per airtime. Now I know what some of you are thinking, oh boy, another on-hit cancel game where you take turns 0 to deathing each other. But here's where it gets interesting. Like in some traditional fighters, the damage of moves in your combo will scale downward the longer the combo goes on. But seeing as this is a platform fighter, it's only fitting that the knockback also scales down as well. This one thing alone adds a ton of different decisions you have to balance between going for raw damage and how you want to position people when the combo ends. Not only that, but if a combo drops when someone's in the air, they're able to do an air reset, which functions like a free air dodge, which of course you can then bait them into doing it. God, this game is fucking cool. Okay, back to the ground for a bit. We got grabs. We got shields? Yes, but you have to angle your shield in one of 8 directions. So you got your standard cross-ups while also giving some extra ways to mix people shielding on a platform. Your shield health also functions as a meter, which is used for rolls, air dodges, and an invincible reversal to get people off of you. Run out of meter? No rolls for you, and you'll take chip damage if you attempt to block any more. You're also able to act out of shield frame 1. No shield drop animation, just go. It's worth noting that all of the on-hit cancels and universal combos also work on shield, which leads to strike-throw situations that you'd see in a traditional fighting game. That being said, you'd better be sure to mix up your timing, because if your opponent times their block, they will parry your attack and be able to act much quicker. So after going over all this fighting game stuff, there's something unique about platform fighters that we inevitably have to talk about. Recoveries and edgeguarding are one of the hardest things for a game to nail. Make recovery too easy and it feels like offstage is in a bad position. Make it too difficult and you can end up with stocks being taken from a couple interactions. For Combo Devils, they've combined aspects of offstage game from several different platform fighters in a way I haven't seen done before. There's a ledge. You get invincibility the first time you grab it, that goes away if you attack. You're able to hog the ledge. The recovery moves don't put you into freefall. There are walls of varying heights on each stage that you can repeatedly wall jump off of. and each wall jump will restore your up special. But if you do it too many times, you'll run out of stamina, start losing height, and the ability to up special at all. When you put everything together, edgeguarding and combo devils centers both around keeping opponents away from the wall and extended offstage scrambles if they get there. Now at first, this concerned me, because I tend to prefer plat fighters with more unforgiving recoveries, and I didn't want to spend a large chunk of the game off stage. And then I learned you can fucking explode! Once you've taken enough damage, or PSI, getting hit by a strong move into a wall literally kills you. You are dead. No ashes of your existence remain. With that in mind, it drastically changes the implications of how people recover and the ways you can edgeguard them, while making sure things don't drag on for too long. This is the part where I should mention things like, oh yeah, they also explode when they get to 200. Oh yeah, you have a meter and you can use EX specials and supers, and a variety of cool niche things that they've added. But to be honest with y'all, I've spent so much time getting lost in this game that I ran out of time to actually make this video before the deadline. My point is, it's easy to add a lot of mechanics to a game. It's really, really hard to make them work well together. The fact that Combo Devils has been able to pick some of the best parts of this genre, build on them, introduce completely new ideas, and make it all work seamlessly is a masterclass of game design that I am consistently impressed by. It does all of the little things right to a point where you don't even think about it when you're playing because it's so fucking fun. And I'm saying all of this after playing an alpha build of the game for a month. This game is not finished. This game is not perfect. But across my last decade of playing and competing in the majority of platform fighters, I have not felt this strongly about a core vision since the game that brought me here. The Kickstarter for Combo Devils is now live, and you can buy access to the closed beta tests. Assuming it's funded, those will start shortly after the campaign finishes. Even though I was given early access to showcase this game, I would have happily done the same regardless. If you're a fan of my content or platform fighters in general, I can't recommend it enough. It is an incredible representation of what the future of this genre has in store, and I can't wait to see where it goes from here. Oh yeah, also I love the art and the music and the character designs and